Good morning, Yankees universe. Welcome back to another episode of the Yankees Morning Brew on this Thursday, May 9th. Like always, I'm your guy Hector, hanging out with my co-host this morning. I got my guy TC Stills, and I have the one and only Miss Grace Monroe. Folks, how we doing? How we doing this morning? Grace, how you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling fantastic. Are you kidding me? I am drinking the Astros tears like freaking Powerade over here. I'm like, give me more, give me more. Oh, you're so sad. Yes.
Grace chose violence when she woke up. TC, how you feeling this morning, brother?
Yeah, I'm drinking those tears too. It tastes good. It tastes real good. It's not bitter. It tastes pleasantly good. Yes. Love taking care of the Astros. This is just, it's so sweet. Love how the Yankees are just all coming together right now. They're hot. And how about all of New York? How about the Rangers, the Knicks? My goodness, all of New York is on fire.
I was just about to say New York City sports in New York City is at another level, because you said it. The New York Yankees were destroying our arch nemesis. And you can say they're under 500, a horrible team this year. I don't care. They're still the Houston Astros, and we are destroying them so far. Shout out to the Yankees. Shout out to Juan Soto. We'll get into the conversation. But the Rangers are doing good as well. The Knicks, my Knicks are doing tremendously right now. Let me do the roll. Matter of fact, before we do the roll call, I want to show you guys something. We did a Knicks watch party yesterday, a Morning Brew Sports watch party last night. Grace was texting me, was like, Hector, I got a hard stop. I got to leave at this time at 11. I was like, what is that Eastern Standard Time? Because I'm drunk right now. I have no idea what time zone you're talking about. But no, it was an amazing watch party. We're not done. Like this was our first official Morning Brew Sports watch party by ourselves without anybody else. I got the video that I want to play for you guys, and I'm just playing it for you guys for a sneak peek. Like I said, I know this is a Yankee show. I'm going to show you the video from our Knicks watch party. This same bar, this same owner, we're doing a Yankees tailgating party. That watch party we put on yesterday was so amazing. He's in love with us. He wants to tag us in for everything that he's doing going forward. This bar, they ran out of ice like 10 times throughout the night, and they had to run to the bodega to get more. They were understaffed. The owner had to get behind the bar. That's how crazy it was. Let me show the video and just watch this. We'll be right back. Yeah. Whoa, yeah. Hola. Yeah. It's been a long time coming. They ain't come from my club, they tugging it. Putting up numbers, 99 pounds, and I still kept it 100. Yeah. It's been a long time coming. They ain't come from my club, they tugging it. Putting up numbers, 99 pounds, and I still kept it 100. Yeah. Who don't play? Play. Who don't play? Play. Who don't play? Play. Who don't play? Play. Who don't? Long time coming. Black on the bottom of my feet from running. Cataracts under my eyes from hustling. Going from buying and selling to customers. Run up the business. God is my witness. Sun up to sun up from Monday to Sunday. We matching our limits. My mind running like Tom Cruise in an action movie. Moving a mission. They say that I'm tripping. I've been told I need a vacation. I'm finessing a visit. First class, my feet up high in the air on business. That was a Wednesday. We were able to do that for a Wednesday. Like I told you guys, this bar, this owner, shout out to the Tryon Public House, shout out to Tubby Hooks. They have a lot of bars in the city. We're doing a Yankees tailgating party. I'll have the details for you guys so you guys could buy a ticket, show up to Yankee Stadium, and then we're going to be tailgating outside of Yankee Stadium also. Shout out to my brother Phil. He has the best photography game in the game, the best videography best videographer out there. Shout out to my guy Phil. But it was lit in New York City. But we got to talk about the Yankees right now, right? So, Grace, I'll throw it over to you first to lead the conversation, right? When it comes and when it pertains to the New York Yankees, let's start out with Carlos Rodon, who was amazing last night. I'll throw it over to you, Grace. Lead the convo. I'll look at some chats before I could bring them up on the screen. Go ahead, Grace.
Carlos Rodon last night, I thought he had a couple innings where there's, some people got on base, there was some traffic, but he never quit. This man has dug in. He has bought in. He loves it in New York. He loves his team. He was gutting it out when he needed to. He had what did he have? 7 strikeouts last night. His slider was working. I was so happy to see it because the consistency is what we've been wanting to see from Carlos Rodon. And now we're starting to see that, because when he's going out there, maybe he doesn't have his A stuff, he's still fighting. And he didn't seem like he was doing that last year. He would get rattled, he would get emotional, and he would kind of unravel from there. But this year, yeah, right. Jacob in the chat says he was not healthy last year. Right. I think it's definitely looking like that was the case, because we're seeing a totally different Carlos Rodon this year. And I'm so happy to see it. I know I've been a big critic of Carlos Rodon because I very publicly have said this, he broke my heart last year. He let me down, and I was feeling some type of way about it all spring training. When I wasn't seeing anything really changing, I was feeling some type of way about it. But I will be the first one to say that I am now starting to see at this point some level of consistent, excellent play from Carlos Rodon. And it makes me so happy because we need him to step up while Garrett Cole is gone. And he has done that. He has done that along with the rest of the starting pitching staff. But I am really, really happy with what we're seeing from Carlos Rodon. And I think he's going to continue to get better. As long as he can stay healthy this year, we should see him build on this success going forward.
No, definitely. Shout out the chat real quick. My guy Richie Rivera from Empire State of Baseball is in the building. Jacob Petruzzi is in the building. The fly young guy himself. Shout out to my guy Jacob. Mi hermano de la isla, my guy Anthony Medina. I hope all is well. I hope Pops is doing good, brother. Devin Nolan is in the building. My guy Dev, how you doing, brother? Salute to you. Brian Gustin is in the building. Stephen B is in the building. My guy Mikey Perez is in the building. Big Lou, how you doing, you handsome bastard? Salute to you. Lou? Big time Jerry is in the building. My good friend Anna Marie is in the building. Damian Serrano, my brother from another mother, is in the building. Salute to you, Damian. I hope all is well. G-Man for life. My guy Austin Cruz from the BX Sports Jedi Network is in the building. Shout out to my guy Frankie Rivera. Salute to all of you guys. If you guys can, please smack that like button and hit that subscribe button. And I know I've been saying this, right? If you guys can help us out. YouTube is switching up their algorithm. They're trying to become the new TikTok for some reason. If you guys can help us out tremendously, on the bottom side of your chat, there's an emoji reaction. If you guys can spam that reaction, it helps get the live out to other Yankee fans so they can join the conversation. It's not the old school, hit the like, hit the subscribe, watch for 30 seconds, and it pushes it out. No, you have to smack the reactions. Keep on smacking the reactions throughout this entire live stream. Every 5, 10, 15 minutes, I'm just going to remind you, smack the reaction. TC, go ahead. Speak on our guy, Carlos Rodon.
Yeah, it was great to see. I mean, a big bounce back from his previous outing against the Orioles. And, he didn't hold back. I mean, he came right at the hitters. He was throwing strikes, and that was the key. I know they talked to Matt Blake before the game, and they said, what's the key for Carlos Rodon? He said, throw strikes, just be ahead of the hitters. And he didn't let that home run by Tucker, bring him down. We got the 2 runs back with the Soto home run, and he went from there. And the run support does help. I mean, going out there every game thinking, I got to pitch a perfect game here. We're not scoring runs. When the Yankees are jumping on the scoreboard right away, 2 runs, they got 3, they were up 4-1. I mean, Rodon just dug in and said, you know what, this is my game. I'm going to take over. And you guys not going to touch me. So, he ran out of gas there in the 6th, but he gave us 6 1/3, 7 strikeouts. I mean, a well done performance by Rodon. We needed that. And, the Astros still have a good lineup. They're just not performing right now. And it's, I cannot believe that they are like 12 games under 500 in last place. Yeah. I'm shocked. I said that, I was in the chat with our guys, and is this the Astros? I can't believe that the Yankees are just crushing them. Like they're nothing. So great game by Carlos Rodon. Salute to him. Salute to, Judge as well. Coming back, getting hot. This whole team is getting hot. Love the Soto, Judge, Stanton home runs. I mean, I love it. It's fun to watch.
Yeah.
Just fun to watch.
We were able to get the record that we have without Aaron Judge being Aaron Judge. Put that into perspective, right? I just want to touch on the pitching side of things real quick, and I'll throw it over to Grace to continue the convo. But when you look at it, Carlos Rodon, 3-2 on the season. Like you said, he pitched 6 in the 3rd innings. He pitched into the 7th inning. 7 hits, 2 runs, no walks. That's the key issue right there. That's the key stat we should look at. The no walks. When Carlos Rodon, when he gets roughs up, he walks guys. He put guys on bases. When Carlos Rodon is given that free pass, he gets into trouble. Being able to effectively command the strike zone. His slider last night, it looked his best slider that I've seen him as a Yankee. The way he was able to dive into the wipeout slider onto the into the right-handed hitter onto that lower back foot. That was tremendous. I was impressed. You saw Jose Altuve strike out from that same slider that I'm talking about.
The emotion too. The emotion he showed on the mound. I love that.
Yeah, I just hopefully this is just we can start seeing a more consistent version of Carlos Rodon. It's been very much Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. We'll see some type of performances like we saw last night, and then you see the performance he had in Baltimore when he got lit up and it was home run derby, right? Grace, I'll throw it over to you to continue your point before we switch topics.
I agree with what you're saying, although I am going to defend him a little bit against Baltimore because, first of all, they have maybe the best lineup in the AL, maybe arguing with going back and forth with the Yankees. You know, we love the Yankees. We got to shout out, we believe the Yankees have the best lineup in the AL, but
not at full strength yet, but we will.
Right. But, with an asterisk. We got the best lineup with an asterisk. But yeah, the Baltimore Orioles are for real. Okay. And he wasn't getting any help from his infielders during that game. You guys remember those errors, those airheaded plays by whoever. I'm not even going to say Gleyber Torres, but Gleyber Torres. And so he was trying his best. He needed his team to help pick him up, and they didn't. Last night was a totally different ball game. Like TC said, he had that cushion that he could pitch aggressively to these guys with the knowledge that they were up 4 or 5, 6 run, whatever. So I don't even blame that whole thing on Carlos Rodon. He was fighting. He was gutting it out. He needed to be picked up by his team. That was an anomaly, but I still think I'm seeing some consistency overall from Carlos Rodon that I think he's going to be able to build upon going forward. And when Garrett Cole gets back, are you kidding? They're going to feed off each other. They're going to help each other. It's going to strengthen. I mean, I don't even know what they're going to do at this point when Garrett Cole comes back, because all of our starting pitchers have stepped up in a big way. Yes. I mean, our bullpen is the best in baseball again. Our starting rotation has been holding it down too. So, I mean, and you guys don't forget, I'm in Texas, so I had to watch the Astros feed. I couldn't get my MLB TV to work because, blackouts.
Yeah.
So let me tell you, they are freaking out. They are just freaking out, dude. And they could not say enough good things about Carlos Rodon last night. The commentators that they had on the Astros TV, I can't remember what it's called, Space Nation or something.
It's called Space Force. It's called Space Force. That's what it is. Go ahead.
Yeah, space something stupid. They were just going on and on about how good Carlos Rodon looked. And I was listening to it and I'm like, we have Yankees goggles on all the time. But when you can hear what the rivals think of your guys, it's really kind of an eye-opening experience. Yeah. And let me tell you, they were going on and on about how good Carlos Rodon looked, how amazing Juan Soto was, how Aaron Judge is hot, how, they were just going on, and I was enjoying it to the max, you guys. They were even crying, and this is true. They were even crying about the fact that after the game, they played New York, Frank Sinatra, like over and over. They were like, I'm getting a headache. Can we turn off this New York? I'm like, oh my God, I was eating it up. You guys don't even understand.
A bunch of babies.
But I got to say something shocking right now.
Yeah.
I got to say something shocking. We recently played the A's. And I got to tell you, and I'm not joking, the A's look better than the Astros.
Oh, yeah, they are in the standings.
That's not even funny, right? That's not even that much of a hot take. Because last night when I was at the bar, again, we was watching the Knicks, but somebody outside, he had the Yankee feed on, and he was saying it. He's like, yo, I'm not going to front. The A's look like a better team than the Astros right now. And the Astros, they spent so much money on Josh Hader. And Josh Hader is a guy that Yankee fans were screaming for Brian Cashman to sign. And he has been the biggest bust of the offseason. Another guy that waited so long before signing, and look, he's not performing.
No. Horrible.
Not performing. Go ahead, TC.
They asked the manager.
Go ahead, Grace.
No, go ahead, Grace.
Sorry, I was just going to say, they recently asked the manager, the new manager. Is there a scenario? The GM, not the manager. My bad. They asked the GM, is there a scenario where you could see the Astros selling at the deadline? He was like, no, absolutely not. We're not selling. We got a great team. I'm listening. I'm like, yeah, you are. Yeah, you are, Pop. If you want to be competitive next year, you will sell. And they asked the manager going whatever. He goes literally, and I quote, we tried, end quote. They are reeling in Houston, and I love it.
I'm here from it. Because I worked a few years back in, I want to say 2019, 2020. I worked at the Harry Potter Theater in New York City, right? And that was around the time that like the Yankees and the Astros like facing each other like in the playoffs and stuff. I had a coworker of mine's, diehard Astro fans. She was the most irritating person to be around when the Yankees were playing the Astros in the playoffs. The most irritating person. I can't wait to find her right now. I wish I could find her so I could just run up to her and just rub it in her ever-loving face. You see, I watched myself. I was going to curse. I watched myself. But TC, I'll throw it over to you. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm it's called growth, progression. I'll throw it over to you to give us your take when it comes to Los before we switch things up.
Yeah. Again, we needed that performance. I mean, it's just we're rolling right now. 5 in a row, and he sees what everyone else is doing. I mean, everyone else is stepping up, and he's the guy that we're relying on to be that number one when Cole's out. So he shoved it right in their face. And I love it. I don't feel bad at all for the Astros. I mean, these guys they're in a slump. I mean, Bregman, my goodness, what happened to him? He fell way off.
Oh my God.
It's okay.
Some Yankee fans wanted to trade for Alex Bregman. Yeah. People were saying we should get Bregman when he's a free agent after this year. I'm not sure now. Defensively, Alex Bregman still a top defender.
Still Gold Glove. Yes.
I don't think his glove is ever going to lose. But he can't catch up to that fastball anymore. He can't catch up to 94, 95 plus anymore. Go ahead, TC.
Yeah, no, I mean it's I don't feel bad, and it's good to see because this team has been there. I mean, honestly, every year they're in the ALCS, they're in the World Series. I mean, boo-hoo, too bad. I mean, sell. I mean, it looks like they probably will have to sell off. I mean, they're 12 games under 500, and we're mid-May, so. I don't know, unless they go on some hot streak. I mean, they got a couple pitchers coming back, but Verlander's back, and I don't know. We roughed him up, and I don't know. It looks good for us. I mean, we got other guys in front of it. We got the Orioles to deal with, so we're not worried about the Houston anymore. So
I want to ask you guys before we switch. The next topic is going to be Juan Soto. We got to talk about the delusional Met fans out there and Juan Soto. But I got to ask you guys, were you surprised that the Astros, they asked their veteran pitcher, Justin Verlander, man, we're going to need you to take one for the team. Our bullpen is shot. We're going to need you to go. We know you give it up so many runs. We're going to need you to go out there and handle it. Were you shocked by that? Grace, I'll throw it over to you first, seeing Justin Verlander getting lit up, and they still kept him out there.
I mean, I don't even say, I mean this with full offense. The Astros suck. So I wasn't that shocked because Justin Verlander is their ace. They've been waiting for him to come back off the IL, and they want to lean on him, right? And even when he had given up all these runs, and honestly, they knew the game was out of hand. Heel was dealing. There was nothing that they could do, and they knew it. So I'm not even shocked that they left him out there, because they needed to give their bullpen a rest. They wanted to have their ace on the mound, even if he was struggling. Let him get through it. Let him, reacclimate to the season. And it's kind of like that time when, let's say Garrett Cole was in that situation with us. If we were 12 games, well, I guess 11 games under 500 at the time, and Garrett Cole was on the mound, do you think we would have pulled him early and said, let's get it, like we could still win this game? Like, I don't think so. I think they left him out there. They trust him, and they wanted to give the bullpen a rest, and they basically gave up on the game. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but because if you look at it, right, he gave up 7 runs in 5 innings, right? And we're talking about the first game of the series, not last night. I don't want to confuse anybody in the chat or people watching us. But in that first game, he pitched 5 innings. He gave up 7 runs. When you look at the rest of the book, they only gave up 3 runs, their bullpen, for the rest of the game. The Astros scored 3 runs. If you take Justin Verlander out of the game early, maybe you're in the game. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm looking too into it. But, hey, we was able to get that victory, and that is what it is. But I want to bring up Juan Soto, because Juan Soto had an amazing game yesterday. Juan Soto, he hit a home run as well. On the season, Juan Soto is hitting .338. He has 9 home runs, 33 RBI, second in all of Major League Baseball, and he has a 1.023 OPS, which is third. Juan Soto in 38 games for the New York Yankees this season, he has 49 hits, 33 RBIs, 26 walks, 9 home runs, 4 stolen bases, and the team has 25 wins. Since the RBI became an official stat in the 1920s, the only other Major League player for any team to reach those numbers over their first 38 games of a season was Babe Ruth. I'm going to say it again. Babe Herman bleeping Ruth. Juan Soto is doing things that haven't been done in a long, long time. And I bring that up, right, because you see the love fest that is happening in Yankee Stadium, the love affair. When Juan Soto goes out, he's in love with right field, right? But for some reason, Yankee fans, we can't know peace. We don't get no peace whatsoever, because you have our evil redheaded step cousins from Queens who's chiming in and who's chipping in right now. So you got some Mets content creators that are saying that Juan Soto, this is what Metcast said. If I'm Juan Soto, who am I going to go to? I am going to the highest spender. Steve Cohen, give it to me. It's the Mets. It's the Mets. He's the prototypical free agent for David Stern. He is that right young age range for everyone loving him at that age. I'm not even sure if this person knows how to write English, because I had a hard time reading what the fuck they just wrote on Twitter. Sorry for the curse word. But then Ben Yeo, who got into it with my guy Kev, shout out to Kev on Twitter. Ben said, Will Simmons is right. I've been saying this for a while now. Steve Cohen is going to blow Juan Soto away with an offer. We will see how much aura the Pinstripes when they don't win a damn thing. TC, I'm going to throw it over to you first. The delusion from the Met fan right now. What's your thoughts?
Wow, they're completely delusional. So, I mean, their team is on a decline. They're looking like the Astros. So, I mean, they could offer him $1 billion, and he ain't going. He ain't going to the Mets. He is not leaving New York, the Yankees. He's not. Can you imagine him being across town and always looking over his shoulder like, man, why did I come over here for?
Why did I leave?
I had the dream just last year. Why would I come over here for what? For I'm gonna have more money than I can spend either where he goes. If he goes to the Mets or the Yankees, it's gonna be 500 plus mil. It doesn't matter. He's gonna have enough money. He is not leaving. He loves the Yankees. He loves the Bronx, the fans in right field. I mean, it's a love affair. Just think it was Judge just last year. And now, for years before, and now Soto comes in and it's like, he's the new guy. And like Judge is almost like pushed aside. And can you believe that? I mean, Judge was the face of the team. Now Soto is like, elapsed that. So there's no way he's going anywhere.
I would have shout out people to chat. My guy Devin said Ben Yo looks like he eats banana with the pill on. What a bum, you bum. Anna Marie said, I blocked that fool Ben Yo so many times. Anna Marie, I'm right there with you. Listen, Richie Rivera put it in the chat who says, who cares about the Met fans? Rich, there's only one Met fan besides my mother who you know I care about. And that's your friend Joe Puglisi. All right. That's the only other Met fan besides my mother I care about. But no, I don't want to take this as a let's shit on the New York Mets. I don't want to have that approach to this conversation. What I am going to say is if you're a Met fan out there, or if you're a Met content creator that is out there, I wish you all the best. Get the clicks, get the views, do whatever you can to make your content spicy. Spice that up real quick. We got Damien backstage. Damien, my fault. I had my other screen open. I didn't see you. I'll bring you up in 1 second. So I don't spice up your content. Do whatever you can for engagement. But when the Yankee fans, when we give you that smoke, don't block people. That's the one rule. If you're going to have this type of content, if you're going to put this type of content out, don't block people. In the offseason, you remember, TC, when we was talking about Yamamoto, we had so many Dodgers fans in the chat. There were so many Dodgers fans. Did we mute or block any of those Dodger fans? Yeah. Absolutely not. We welcome everybody into the conversation. Grace, I'll throw it over to you. Let them know how you feel from Texas. Go ahead.
I got something to say.
Go ahead, Grace.
Here's what I would say. And I said this to Joe. You brought up Joe from Empire State of Baseball. And I said this to him. And I basically said this. If you have two guys asking you out on a date, okay, go with me here. You got two guys asking you out on a date. Both of them is rich. Okay, rich. Taking you private planes, Europe, wherever you want to go, Turks and Caicos, let's go. Okay, one of them looks like Steve Buscemi, and the other one looks like Brad Pitt. Which one of these guys are you going to pick?
Good comparison.
And that's what I got to say about that.
I'm
also,
picking Brad.
my last thing that I'm going to say on the matter is ask Mike Trout about his legacy and what he would do differently if he could go back and change something about where he went. Because I guarantee you, and I say this all the time, and of course we'll never know until time passes, but I guarantee you 50 years from now, nobody will be talking about Mike Trout. And do you know why? Because he never went to the postseason. The Angels are irrelevant. And I'm not saying that the Mets are irrelevant in the same way that the Angels are, okay? I'm not saying that. However, your legacy matters. It's about more than money, okay? Money matters, don't get me wrong, but this man's going to get paid. He will be paid. Legacy matters. When you're on a team that is not competitive year in, year out, no matter what, when the chips are down, the Yankees are still competitive. We have not had a season under 500 in 30 years. Which team are you going to go to? Please, y'all get out of here with this mess. I can't even. Y'all make my blood pressure hit.
Grace, you cooking right now. But I'm a piggyback on what Grace is gonna say, right? Because
we need to cool her down.
If you're out there, if no offense to Steve Buscemi, amazing actor and stuff like that, awesome in Boardwalk Empire, one of my favorite shows, very talented guy. But like Grace said, when you look at the legacy component of it, if you guys don't think the New York Yankees already put the money aside to go after Juan Soto, you're smoking something. Go get a drug test. That's one. Two, when you talk about the legacy component, if you're Juan Soto, you're going to get a historic contract no matter what. You're going to get that big-time historic contract. It doesn't matter. You're going to get that. What else can a team offer you that another team can't? When you look at the Mets and when you look at the Yankees, if you're a player, no disrespect to the former Mets. This is no shade at all. But who would I rather be next to when my jersey is retired? Babe Ruth, Derek Jeter, Paul O'Neill, Lou Gehrig, Yogi Berra? Or do I want to be next to Doc Gooden, Darryl Strawberry, Keith Hernandez? And again, no shade, no disrespect. There was tremendous players in their career. I love Doc Gooden. I love Darryl Strawberry. Even though Keith Hernandez is a Met, I have so much respect for Keith Hernandez. Probably the best defender at his position at first base. But let's be honest. Who would you rather your jersey be retired next to? The immortals like Babe Ruth, Joe Girardi, or I want to say more of a underground love fest when it comes to Keith Hernandez, Darryl Strawberry. If you see the comparison that I'm trying to make with both franchises, again, no shade, no disrespect to Keith, Darryl, and Doc. But if I was Juan Soto, I want to be next to Derek Jeter. I want to be next to Lou Gehrig. I want my jersey retired with the team that I rooted for as a kid. He rooted for the Yankees as a kid because he was a Robinson Cano stan. I'm gonna throw it over to Damien. Damien, the fly guy, always checking in. Appreciate you, brother. Hope all is well. How you feeling?
Good morning. Good morning, Hector, TC, Miss Grace. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Listen, Juan Soto is going to be the first Dominican-born player to be in Monument Park. That's what we're going to leave it at. That says it all. And then, like you said, legacy is everything, and Yankees bleed legacy. The Mets, 1986, they won because of a botched ball. The Yankees never won for a botched ball. All right, I'm gonna throw shade at the Mets and the Mets fans because let's face it, Darryl Strawberry, he won his first ring with a Yankee, not the Mets, a Yankee. Doc Gooden Doc Gooden became a Yankee, did his thing. So, and not for nothing, you don't see Pete Alonso in commercials. No, you don't see my man, whatever his name is,
Francisco
Lindor. You don't see him in commercials.
Not whatever his name is.
Yeah, so you have Big G in commercials. You got Aaron Judge in commercials. Jordan went out, got Aaron Judge.
That's a great point.
So it's not only about the contract money, but it's about the money he's going to make outside of baseball because of the New York Yankee brand. So at the end of the day, Steve Cohen can do whatever he wants, but when the chips fall, he's going to be a Yankee, and he wants to be in Monument Park. All the love he's getting right now. Listen, I am so happy and proud of the Yankee fans because they're doing exactly what they need to do in order to keep Juan Soto, and they're showing them love every single night. In between the roll call, in between innings, they're giving him more roll calls. So listen, Soto's going to be a Yankee for life. Anybody thinks otherwise, y'all are crazy.
Yeah, and just a correction too, because I can just hear it right now. I can just hear the insufferable Met fan talking bullshit right now. Yes, Darryl Strawberry was a part of that 1986 championship team.
He was.
That's not what Damien was saying. Damien's saying he came to the Yankees and won a chick. Doc came to the Yankees and won a chip. So before you guys try to clip this as a gotcha moment, just know that you got to put the context into it. I'll throw it over to UTC. Let's get your take with this conversation. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I mean, I said it already. There's no comparison. I mean, he'd be absolutely out of his mind to go to a team like that, to the Mets. I mean, regardless of the money, Grace said it. He's going to get paid. Money isn't everything, The legacy, he Dominican born, in Monument Park. I mean, these things are huge.
They matter.
I mean, they do. They matter. And the love affair with the Yankee fans are not like any other fan. I mean, these guys know their game. When you are on your game and you're performing, there's no better place to be in Yankee Stadium. I mean, but they'll let you have it. But Juan Soto, we said it. I said it before the season. I said, wait till he gets his foot in the Yankee Stadium and hears the crowd and sees the reaction. And look at what they're doing for him. Look at this is exactly what I said, and he is not leaving that. If it was me, I would. Why would I leave? Hell no, I wouldn't be going anywhere else. No way.
Same.
No way. So
you know how real it is. You know how real it is. This is the Juan Soto effect. I got a hangover and I'm eating a Platano chip right now. This is for Juan Soto. This is to help me get over my hangover. I am going through it right now. Go ahead, TC.
No, and the comparison that Grace brought up with the boyfriend, with the rich guy, that's exactly it. She nailed it.
Exactly.
That is exactly it. The Yankees are the good-looking guy, and the other guy is not so good. The Mets.
Period.
So, hey, he's gonna get his money. He's gonna get his money either way.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
And look at the numbers: 338, 9 home runs, right? But I think
MVP
being second in RBIs, being third in OPS, I think that right there stands out to me as a better stat than his batting average or his home runs. Because the Yankees, We've had players to hit home runs, right?
Yeah.
But were the home runs hit with runners on the bases? Were the home runs hit in big spots? Were the home runs hit after your team is losing 1-0 and after the top of the first, and you come in the bottom of the first and you give your team your life? It's a difference of hitting home runs when your team is ahead and you're attacking on runs, when you hit RBIs, when you hit home runs, when you get hits and with runners in scoring position, and it matters. Juan Soto's not only is he hitting, not only is he driving runs in, he is driving runs in when they matter. He is a big difference maker. Where would this team be at right now after the first month of the season without Juan Soto and the struggles we have with this lineup? Will we even be over 500?
Maybe.
And that's a big maybe.
Another point I want to make is, how many times have we seen a guy come over to the Yankees, big time free agent, struggled right off the gate, couldn't get it together? Juan Soto slips right into Yankee Stadium and didn't miss a beat. He's probably playing his best ball right now.
He is.
He just comes over to a new team and says, "Oh, I'm the MVP." Aaron Judge is sitting right next to him, batting third. I'm the MVP of this team. I'm going to take the team on my shoulders. He did. And he has not missed a beat. And his numbers are MVP numbers already. I mean, so he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I want to shout out some chats in the chat, some people in the chat. Shout out to my good friend Sierra from Yankees Twitter. Sierra, how you doing, my friend? I hope all is well. Sierra says we wouldn't be the fourth best team in MLB without Soto for the first 2 months of the season. Absolutely. My guy Rich said Juan Soto is a culture socks, 100%. We got another Rich. My guy Rich said the Mets can't even keep Alonso. How can the fans think they have a prey of signing Soto? Rich, I don't know, man. You gotta pinch them on the cheek. Hopefully they know it's real. Oh, I think Damien will rejoin us. My guy Old Sarge is in the building. John Devin is in the building. He says to get a Hall of Fame player at his age, 25 season, is very, very special. Absolutely. And he's not even in his prime. That's the thing when it comes to Juan Soto. He's not even in his prime. We're going to get better versions of Juan Soto than we're getting right now. I just want to pull up some more chats real quick. My guy Devin said, and what those stats don't show is why he gets more pitches to hit. It's because even when Judge has been slumping, he's still Aaron Judge, and he makes a massive difference. Absolutely. With Judge batting average not being where we want it to be, he is walking at an all-time high. He is having his best year when it comes to his on-base percentage and when it comes to his walk ratio. Not really on-base percentage, but you know what I mean. He's drawing more walks at a higher clip than he ever has in his career. My guy Nosebleed Sexton, Knicks, Rangers, and Yankees are gritty, never give up attitudes or showing through. I don't get that vibe from the Queens crew. Absolutely. They got a dance crew called the Queens crew also. You know, go figure.
Can I add one more thing real quick?
Go ahead.
It just these type of things, stand out to me. Yesterday, you remember when he had bases loaded and he hit that little slow ground ball? What did he do? He beat that out.
That's hustle.
That is hustle, and that is a huge thing in my book. I love the hustle.
Oh, no doubt.
He could have just, said, "Oh, I'm just gonna, just trot this out. It's an easy grounder." He hustled. He scored a run. If it wasn't for Volpe, overrunning Glaber, we would have had a bigger inning. But that to me stands out even more than his home runs and his other thing. That's huge. That's huge in my book.
And it's not like shout out to Eric Wallace in the building saying good morning, Grace. Shout out to everybody in the building. Neil. My guy NYY News El Numero Uno Ruben is in the building. Rube, how you doing? And of course we got to shout out Sunil. But no, and it wasn't like he started busting it halfway down the line. It was the entire way. Once he hit it, he saw he had a chance for an infield single,
right out
and
the box.
He busted it right out the box. I brought up his favorite player. Robinson Cano never did that.
No.
Robinson Cano never busted outside the box like that. So Juan Soto, even though I was like a little cringy, I was like, oh my God, do not pull a you-know-what. I don't want to see you pull a you-know-what. I don't say it. I didn't say it. That's why I said a you-know-what. Shout out to my guy NFB in the building. Shout out to you. Mark Gates says, we get the Martian coming back. A triple crown, gold glove, 50-plus steal potential player. Not only the Martian, we got a lot of guys coming back from the bullpen. Our bullpen is solid right now, but it's not even whole. Our lineup is solid right now, but we're not even at 100%. And I think that's the thing that most of the blue check marks on Twitter or most of the pundits are not putting into the equation. We're not even 100% whole right now. I want to throw it over to Grace real quick to get her in the conversation. Go ahead, Grace.
I mean, that's right. We're not even whole right now. Everybody in the league needs to be on notice because this team is coming for you. The only I was just thinking, the Astros, let's just move them to the side because we're not even worried about them this year, to be honest.
Yeah, not at all.
Who are we worried about? Who is standing in the way of the New York Yankees in the postseason? I know we're looking way down the line. I get it. But we're looking way down the line, okay? We're a Yankees podcast. That's what we do.
That's what we do, baby.
That's what we do here. So who is standing in our way? The Baltimore Orioles. Exactly. Thank you, Strike Zone. Exactly.
And a team who hasn't even won a playoff game.
Bingo.
Period. Exactly. Got swept last year by the Texas Rangers. Swept. Okay. The Rangers in the AL West, they're still kind of like they're up there. They're behind the Mariners right now. They're not stepping up and taking what they need to take while the Astros are down. So the only thing is the Astros are in the AL West. They could still possibly come back just because their division is lame. But I'm not worried about the Mariners. I'm not even worried about the Rangers, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm not even worried about anybody except the Baltimore Orioles. I wish we hadn't played the way we played in Baltimore, but the next time we see the Orioles, we will be a different team. Exactly. We will be a totally different team. And let me tell you, Garrett Cole and the Orioles, please. I can't
and also, Grace, when you look at it, the Baltimore Orioles, in order for them to beat the New York Yankees, they had to do construction onto their stadium. They had to switch up their dimensions because we were killing them. That's how bad it was when the Yankees went to Baltimore.
And
even
Hector,
go ahead, Grace.
That's why it's going to be so important to get home field advantage against the Orioles when we meet them in the postseason, because we will be meeting them in the postseason. You can mark it down right now. We have to get home field advantage. That's why it's important. Exactly because what you just said, because of left field and their trifling ways over there at Camden. So
right now the Yankees are on a 5-game winning streak with 7-3 in the last 10 games. Even with us having to keep an eye out on the Baltimore Orioles or pay attention to the Baltimore Orioles, the Yankees, we still have more wins than Baltimore. We're at 25 wins. They're at 24. We just got one more loss. We're just a half game behind Baltimore for the best record in the American League. And when you look at the entirety of Major League Baseball, the New York Yankees, we have the 4th best record in baseball. It's the Phillies, the Dodgers, Baltimore, and then the Yankees. But when you look at the Yankees, we're just a half game behind both those teams that are up ahead of us. So with all of that, with the Aaron Judge struggles, with Garrett Cole not even pitching so far with the Yankees, with the bullpen dealing with injuries, we're still this good. And I know when it comes to Aaron Judge, we were worried about the captain, but over his last 11 games, Aaron Judge is batting .385. He has his plate discipline. He had a home run last night. He had a pair of doubles as well. His batting average is .236. He has 8 home runs, 24 RBIs, and his OPS is .843. The last time we did this show, Aaron Judge's OPS was like .715. The last time we did this show, Aaron Judge's batting average was closer to 200 than what it was right now. I think from the last time we did this show, or even from last week, I think Aaron Judge probably doubled his home run amount over the last week, right? So I get it. The struggles with Aaron Judge at the beginning of the season, it was glaring. But Juan Soto was able to carry us. And with Aaron Judge heating up right now, it's just going to make it so much easier for Juan Soto to kill this pitching. Damian, I'll throw it over to you, and then I'll throw it over to TC and Grace. Let me get your take on the importance of Aaron Judge heating up at this moment.
It's exactly the dream that we were looking for when we signed Soto, the 1-2 punch of Judge and Soto back to back, and it's coming into fruition right now. Judge over that last 11 games, let's not forget as well, he's 1 dotting on the OPS, including 4 home runs. So Judge is back, And listen, the boogeyman is coming to town. And you got Soto, you got Judge back to back. And let's not forget Big G, who's sitting there right behind, opening a lot of eyes as well. So this lineup from top to bottom, the gelling. Obviously, we got one black eye being in GT and Glaber. Let's pray he gets it together. But Aaron Judge and Juan Soto, that's another reason why Soto will sign back. Because he's never had a dance partner like that, ever. So another great reason Soto's going to come back. And anybody thinks that Judge is going to give a damn about Soto making more money than him, y'all are crazy. There's enough money in the world for everybody to share. And at the end of the day, this is exactly what we want. This is what's going to get us to the promised land. So they both work well. They work well back to back with each other. And not only on the field, but also off the field. They got a great relationship. So at the end of the day, they are feeding off of each other. They're going to continue to feed off of each other. And just when Judge hit that home run last night, the first person out of that dugout was Juan Soto. So, guys, here we go. The league is in for it. The league is on notice.
I just want to bring something up real quick just for the chat. You guys heard me talking earlier about the reaction and about YouTube switching up the algorithm. Like I said, guys, please keep tapping on that screen. But we're always transparent with everybody here, right? I don't hide anything from anyone. So I'm going to show you guys. This is our YouTube analytics. If you see the 2 yellow stars, that's when everybody started spamming the emojis. And that's when YouTube started pushing it out to other people. YouTube is doing this now. It's not me begging for you guys to make our video look better. It's for us to get more Yankee fans into the conversation. So if you guys can, we're very transparent with you guys, with this community. Help us when it comes to pushing it out. We got 3,000 reactions right now. Let's try to get to 10,000 reactions before this stream is over. We're closing out at 12:15. So for the next 30 minutes, if you guys don't mind, just spam the hell out of that reaction screen so YouTube could push this out for other people. Appreciate you guys. You guys are one of the best communities that are out there. TC, I'm gonna throw it over to you. Same question going your way, Fly Guy.
Yeah, so I got two key components to Aaron Judge's little hot streak. One was when he got thrown out of the game the other day. I think that fired him up, and he heard the chirping about he's not a captain, he's not taking control of his team. You know, I think that really fired up the guys and fired him up himself because he feels bad. He's not doing his job. He's a lot of guys are held responsible for what's happening. Keep bringing up Glaber, but that's one key thing. The other one is putting Alex Verdugo as cleanup right behind him. I think that's helped him as well because Alex Verdugo is coming through. He's hot as well. So having that guy behind him, now they're like, okay, well, we can't really just pitch right at Judge. I mean, we can't just give him fastballs. And we got Alex Verdugo behind for protection. So sandwiched between Soto and Verdugo, the two dogs. Judge is now, he's part of the dog pound too. Now he's joined the crew. He's raised his average about 40 points, I think, since the last show we've done. Yeah. It seems like overnight he was 197, I believe it was like just the other day. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wait, I was like, had to relook and is he really batting that low? So no, it's good. It's good to see he's seeing the ball well. He's going the other opposite field. He's even pulling the ball. He pulled a couple doubles. So it's just what we need. Because we haven't been, running on full cylinder right now. I mean, it's just been Soto and a couple other guys need to get hot. Volpe, he'll figure it out, and then we're really gonna be rolling. And then when all the pitching comes back, but it's good to see our captain. I mean, it's a big thing. Yankee fans are just waiting for it, and it's good to see. It's just really good to see that he's putting it together.
Yeah, no, it's good to see Aaron Judge because I didn't think at first I thought he was compromised from his toe or anything like that. But, now seeing him being able to run throughout the outfield, he's going to turn it on and he's going to get on fire. Grace, I'm going to throw it over to you because I know you got a hard out at 12 o'clock my time, 11 o'clock your time because we're on different sides of the country right now. So let's give your take when it comes to this conversation to Aaron Judge. And let's get your predictions for the rest of the series against the Astros. Go ahead, Grace, and then we'll let you bow out.
Excuse me. I wrote down that, excuse me, you guys, I'm so sorry. I wrote down in the last 5 games, Aaron Judge has pitched 5 innings. He has 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 5 innings 5 games. Over the last 5 games, Aaron Judge has 5 games. So, yeah, you can slice it last 5 games, last 11 games, but I am ready to say that Aaron Judge is back. And I'll tell you a big reason why. The production obviously is back. He's been raising his stats by exponential numbers, okay, in the last week and a half. However, the biggest thing to me that I noticed is he stopped swinging and biting on that outside low slider. And that's what we were all screaming about over the last little bit. He was swinging, he was whiffing at that. And we were all like, no, why are you, what are you doing? I don't know if Rawson, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, said something. Maybe we can credit him with that. I know he has his own hitting coach as well, but I know he has a good relationship with Rawson. I'm not sure how to say that. So maybe a little column A, little column B, but he's laying off that outside slider. And that is allowing him to control the at-bats so much more. He's not striking out on 3 pitches like he was doing, and so I just think he's seeing it. He's locked in. He's feeling it mentally. He's there. Physically, he's there. We were worried about his toe, but I think that's a non-starter. I mean, he is playing incredible defense in center field. So I think we are ready to say that Aaron Judge is back, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
And my man Stanton.
Y'all
need to put some respect on his name, because let me tell you, I went
hardest hit ball in the game so far.
Yeah, okay. He beat his own record that he set the day before. The day before he hit 118 miles per hour. The next day he said 119 miles per hour. Tomorrow, who knows? You know what I mean? Like y'all are hating on him so bad. No, not you guys. Okay, I'm just
I get it.
The world,
the world,
but everybody's saying, "Oh, he can't run, blah blah blah." Okay, fine. What about Gleyber Torres? You telling me you think Gleyber Torres can run? Because he is such a liability on defense. He's a liability on the base path. He is a liability even in the box. He's a liability right now. Stanton is giving us so much more than Gleyber Torres, and yet I hear so many more people hating on Stanton than Gleyber, and I'm just out here like, am I crazy? Am I losing my senses? What is going on? Stanton is contributing, you guys. And also, I want to say, who would you put in there instead of Stanton? Nobody. He has stuff to contribute to this team. He can still help us. And there's nobody that you're saying that you got on the bench that is better than him right now. Now, when the Martian comes back, we can have a different conversation. But until that time, zip it. I'm done.
Especially when he's performing at a better clip than what he was last year, right? And just like Medina says, he's a liability when he's out there playing defense. Yeah. We don't need Giancarlo Stanton to play defense. Oh, no. We don't need Giancarlo Stanton to try to be a Gold Glove. We don't need that from John. He was never a Gold Glove defender. He's a DH. He's a hitter. I appreciate the fact that he slimmed down so he could work on his conditioning instead of just his muscles. And you see it. He may not be that Adonis that he once was when he was with the Miami Marlins, but he is still an above average major league player. Maybe he's not worth the money he's getting paid. We get that. I don't think there's anybody going to argue saying Giancarlo Stanton is a $35 million player and he deserves to get paid $35 million a year. I don't think anybody is saying that. But like Grace's point, to the options we have on the bench, when Dominguez comes back, it's a different conversation. But as for right now, he's performing, he's coming through, and yes, will he have a week where he's striking out left and right? Absolutely. But will he have a week that he can carry a team? He guarantee will do that as well. Grace, I'm gonna let you take this second to bow out because I know you got to dip out. But I appreciate you this morning. We're gonna wrap things up in about like 15-20 minutes as well. Predictions tonight? Are the Yankees gonna whoop the Astros ass tonight as well? What's your thoughts?
Let me think about it. Yes. We're gonna win. I feel like it might be a little bit of a closer game because I think they have a better pitcher tonight. But I still think we will definitely win. And I just want to say one thing because I saw Ruben put something in the chat about Gleyber Torres and compared to Stanton over in the past. And I understand that, Ruben. I get what you're saying. Okay, I do get what you're saying. However, I will say one thing: Torres. Last year, his production, he had zero pressure on him because Aaron Judge was out. Stanton wasn't, nobody else was hitting. Nobody else was doing anything. Gleyber got to see great pitches all year because nobody was scared of anybody in the lineup. And he killed it last year with zero pressure. If you have any pressure on this man, he does not show up. Stanton is clutch. Stanton has the clutch gene, and I don't care what nobody can convince me otherwise. Bases loaded, bottom of the ninth. Do you want Giancarlo Stanton up there, or do you want Gleyber Torres? And that's all I got to say about that. I love you all.
Love you, Grace. Grace is cooking.
You.
Grace is cooking. Go. Appreciate you. See you next. Make sure you guys tune in this weekend. Grace and Gio is going to kill it again, like always. Shout out to them. I mean, actually, the Grace and Gio show, I think, is later tonight, if I'm not mistaken. But make sure you guys tune into their show later.
Yeah, I think they moved Thursdays, right?
Yeah, they moved it on to Thursdays instead of Saturdays. So they're live later on today. But no, great points from Grace real quick. I'm going to bring up the Yankees. On fire. I'm gonna bring up the Yankees lineup. TC, I'll throw it over to you because you do a great job reading the lineup. Read the lineup, and I'll go over the pitching. Go ahead, TC.
Yes, sir. So yesterday, great hitting performance. Leading off was Volpe. He was 1 for 3, scored 2 runs, 2 walks. He's at 252. Juan Soto, again, another great performance. 3 for 5, a home run, 5 RBIs, batting 338. That's MVP so far. Aaron Judge, another good game, 3 for 5. You know, he had a run, score, an RBI. 236, raised his average about 40 points already in the last week. Alex Verdugo, rough game for him, but that's okay. Everyone else picked him up. He was 0 for 5, 264. Big G, 1 for 4. He had a run scored, an RBI. He had that big laser beam home run. Still, I don't know if it still might be going. I don't know. It hasn't landed yet. Batting 228. Anthony Rizzo, 1 for 4. He scored a run, 264. Gleyber Torres, hey, the bright spot, he had 2 walks. So he was 0 for 2 on base a couple times, batting 213. Rough year so far. Austin Wells, another good game, couple doubles, 2 for 4. He had a run scored. He's batting 200. He's starting to get off the interstate. And Oswaldo Cabrera, 0 for 2, but 2 runs scored. He had 2 walks as well and a strikeout, batting 246.
Yeah, and also shout out to my guy Austin Cruz in the chat who says shout out to Rizzo because Anthony Rizzo has been playing better as well, offensively and defensively. His defense looked a lot better than that first month of the season. The first month of the season, I'm like, oh man, Anthony Rizzo, he may be a liability at first base. But shout out to Anthony Rizzo, a constant professional. He won a platinum glove in his career. I mean, in his career for a reason because he's a phenomenal defender. I want to bring up the lineup real quick. Damien, I want to ask you.
Yeah.
Besides Juan Soto, Damien, who was the standout in the besides Judge and Juan Soto? Who were the standouts for you in this lineup in yesterday's game?
It's got to be Austin Wells for the simple fact that the way he started, we all know that Austin was known for his bat, not necessarily for defense, and the defense is caught up to a certain degree. So Austin Wells, I think within the last week or so, he's hitting well over 300. And now the black hole, which was the catching core, is a bright spot on this team. You got Trevino hitting 283. Wells coming right up the rear now, looking really good at the plate. So again, the black hole of the team is now becoming more and more of a bright spot. And each guy, you don't have an issue whether he's catching or with the stick. So, and you got Wells at the number 8. So at the end of the day, this team is from top to bottom, 1 through 9. It's the best team we've had in quite a long time. When you're talking about balance, when you're talking about power, and when you're talking about contact, it has it all at this point, from top to bottom. So, these guys, between Wells and Rizzo and obviously Stanton. One thing people don't realize, Stanton leads the team right now with runners in scoring position. When runners are in scoring position, Stanton is leading the team, and he's 1 dotting on the OPS. So for all those haters on Stanton, look into the numbers before you speak, because the numbers are are eye-popping. They really are.
People lie, numbers don't lie at all. TC, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, he's hitting the ball hard. G is definitely he has his moments. The outside pitch does get him, here and there, but he's not missing those fastballs like he was last year. He's tattooing them. No more guessing. I think he's locked in. He's not going to bat 300. He's if he's around the 250, 260, even 240, the home runs and the clutchness is what we're looking for. And right there, 5th, 6th, hole, I think is perfect. A little less pressure on him now with Verdugo, slotting up to the cleanup spot. I think it's helped both him and Rizzo. So it's a good sign. It's a good sign for this lineup.
No, it definitely is a good sign for the lineup. I want to bring up the pitching side of things. We were touching on Carlos Rodon, but the rest of the bullpen as well, they was pretty solid. Caleb Ferguson, who I can't stand. I really hate Caleb Ferguson. He pitched 2/3 of an inning, 0 hits, 0 runs, 0. This is his best game, but I still can't stand that bastard. Victor Gonzalez, 2/3 of an inning. I like Victor Gonzalez, 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 home run given up. He has a 2.84 ERA, but Ian Hamilton closed out the game. He pitched the inning in the 3rd, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 strikeout for Ian Hamilton. Should we be concerned about Ian Hamilton? Is there any cause for concerns about Ian Hamilton, or do you think that he's just in a rough patch right now?
I think he's dealing with something. I think he's dealing with something still.
I think so.
Something underlying, whatever the case may be. I know we all know he's had issues with the groin, with the hammies. So I think something's plaguing him because he's not the same pitcher that he was when he first started the season. So something is definitely bothering Hamilton. What it is, obviously, we know the Yankees are not transparent with us. They never are. So whatever it is, hopefully he can clean it up. Hopefully he can get 100% healthy. But Hamilton's a huge part of this bullpen, and we're going to need him down the stretch for sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead, TC.
Yeah, no, I agree. Totally agree. I think he is dealing with something, and I think he's gutting it out because the bullpen is short-handed. And I think as soon as we get Birdie and Canley back, I think we're going to find out Hamilton is probably going to go on an IL stint. Because he doesn't look the same. There's something missing. He doesn't have the early in the season. He had that bulldog. He'd come in and just go right at the hitters. Now he's kind of all over the place. His control is not there. His pitches aren't as crisp. I mean, he had that Slombio working or whatever, and it's just not. It just doesn't have the same bite. And I think there's just something there. I hope it's not, an elbow or some, he's going to need Tommy John or something like. He's got pride. I think he's just gutting it out. He's telling Aaron Boone, I'll stick it out until we get reinforcements. But I think as soon as they come back, I think we're going to find out because you can't trust the staff, medical staff and the team. They don't tell you everything, but I think we're going to find out something. There's an issue there.
Well, to be honest, right, we've had Dr. Jesse Morse on before, right? TC a couple times. Shout out Dr. Jesse Morse, awesome dude. He's told us as much as we want the team to be transparent with us, they don't have to. It's not a rule that they have to be transparent with us. They're doing it because they want to do it. They don't have to do it. They don't have to be transparent. They could just feed us bullshit because at the end of the day, it is a HIPAA violation if they're letting us know what's going on with a player. Unless a player says, yeah, that's okay. Let the fans know or let the team know, whatever, it's totally fine. This is what you guys got to understand. Teams, their doctors, they're people who are the PR, they don't have to tell us dick. They don't. No. They're not obligated to tell us anything. They do it as a courtesy to the fan base. They do it as a courtesy to the media members that are out there. But when it's all said and done, if they just want to keep everything on the hush-hush, they're allowed to keep everything on the hush-hush. Now, with us as a fan base, will we lose our shit? Guarantee I will lose my crap if, the Yankees weren't letting us know at least something. But when it all boils down, they don't have to at the end of the day. So us screaming that we want them to be more transparent, we're just screaming into a void because it's never going to happen.
True. Yeah. Facts.
Jerry, I'm the last person that should be on the medical staff. I felt so bad. This is horrible. When I was an EMS supervisor, I was the one to have to give people drug tests. I was like, that's crazy. But anywho. Wow. Yeah, the doctors cannot tell tell what the player is the patient of the doctor. So that doctor can't tell the team, or that doctor, if he tells the team can't put it out that X and X is going on with the patient. What HIPAA is, and this is the thing what people don't understand about HIPAA. HIPAA is your doctor sharing your information. So your doctor is not allowed to share your information with anyone else. That is what HIPAA is. HIPAA is not like someone asks you, what are you using that for? Oh, it's HIPAA. You can't ask me. No, that's not what HIPAA is, you fucking idiot. HIPAA is your doctor not sharing your information with other people.
Exactly. It's no different than your defense lawyer keeping all your deepest, darkest secrets. So
exactly. Let's do some predictions for today's game. Because the Yankees, they do play a game later on today. Let's see. No way.
At 2:05. 5:05. 5:05.
Which is the weirdest start time ever. I've never saw a game that started at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. But anywho, when you look at the matchup predictor, ESPN.com or ESPN Analytics, they favored the Yankees 62.7% and the Astros 37.3%. The over and under is 8.5 runs. So I'm going to ask you, Damian, over and under, what's your taking for tonight's game?
Who's on the bump for us tonight? We got
Stroman. Hold on. We got Stroman on the mound. 2-1 in the season, 3.41 ERA versus Blanco for the Astros.
I'm gonna take the under on this one. And listen, the Yankees are gonna, if they win tonight, they've earned it, because Blanco has been stellar this season for the Astros. Yeah. It's probably the one guy out of the entire Astros pitching staff that has done anything. So Yankees will earn it tonight, but I'm gonna take the under on that. I'm looking forward to Stroh bouncing back, controlling the walks a little bit. He's had 5 walks in back-to-back games. So Stroh's got to control that. I know he will. And he's gonna have the Astros beating the ball into the ground. So I got the Yankees 4-3.
TC, what about you, brother?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go under as well. It's gonna be a grind. I mean, it's not gonna be as easy as the last 2 games. I think this is gonna be like I predicted against Verlander. It's gonna be a pitcher's duel, and I see the Yankees having to come through again. They're gonna have to come late innings. I see it might be 2-2 late, and I think 3-2 Yankees.
Me personally, I'm going with the over. I'm riding the Kool-Aid. I'm on a different high. The Knicks are winning in the playoffs right now. Yeah. The Yankees offense is turning it around. I'm sipping on the Kool-Aid, so I'm going with the over. I'm thinking the Yankees are going to score another 10 runs tonight. Wow. I can see the game easily being 10-3 Yankees. I'm going with the over. Okay. Again, I'm predicting it right now. Aaron Judge is having another home run. If Aaron Judge hits a home run, somebody's getting a free T-shirt on Tuesday. Tuesday, we're going to do a duck race. If Aaron Judge hits a home run today, we're giving out a free Yankees Morning Brew T-shirt on Tuesday. We doing a duck race. How you
heard it here.
And I'll tell you this: if they can get to the bullpen early, then the over is definitely sure.
Yeah. And just to let everybody know, once the Knicks are done and with the playoffs, so the Knicks are done playing basketball this year, we're going to go back to doing the Yankees pregame show. It's just very hard doing all this different content I'm doing right now. It's just very overwhelming. Sometimes I want to go in a corner and cry.
The hardest working man on YouTube right now, Mr. Hector Bochamp. Let's go.
I can't even play Pokemon anymore. It's been more than 2 weeks since I played Pokemon. I'm going through it. But Damian, I'll throw it over to you. Last words for the people that we get out
Phil's
of here.
in the chat.
Yeah. Oh, so what's up, brother? I've noticed that I'm picturing So squeezing his nipples when we're talking about Big G.
Oh God, yeah.
But listen, man, Yankees, we on a roll, looking for 6 in a row, which I hope and pray we get, and taking us into Tampa Bay, which I will be at one of the games this weekend coming up. So in that terrible ass Trop. But this is a big game to ride the momentum into the Trop, because we always have issues in the Trop, as we all know. So this is a huge series coming up. So we got to ride the momentum. We got to focus on today and today only, and then worry about the Tampa Bay Rays tomorrow.
Yeah. I want to shout out my brother, Mr. Rod Thompson, in the chat. My guy, Rod Thompson. He's a real one right there. A1 since day one. Appreciate Rod. Always been supportive for the channel. Besides baseball and basketball, or just YouTube stuff, supportive when it comes to real life stuff. My father had a situation last year. My guy Rod helped me out tremendously. I'm never going to forget that. Appreciate you, my brother. Always just know that. TC, I'll throw it over to you. Give us your last takes before we get out of here.
Again, just want to thank Grace for all her awesome hot takes. Damien, appreciate you coming on. Chat on fire. These guys each and every day. I love this chat. It's just so awesome. But let's ride the momentum. It's gonna be a close one. I hope they try to score runs without a home run tonight. I think we gotta prove that we can still win games small ball style.
Yeah.
Because if it's not coming early, there was some points of the game yesterday. I thought they could move some runners, but hey, we scored enough. But let's just try some different things. Men moving around. No more double plays. They did avoid double plays yesterday. I didn't see one. I don't know. Did I miss it? Because I didn't see.
I didn't see a double play in the report yesterday.
I thought that was a good sign. So, excuse me. Sorry, but Stroman, I have faith in Stroman, putting out a good performance. Bullpen strong. Bullpen's ready to go. I mean, Clay Holmes hasn't even been seen in this series yet. So I think he's going to come up big tonight, close it out. And, good sign is that we have Nick Birdie almost back, and Tommy Canley started his rehab. So reinforcements are coming, and, right around the corner, we'll have Garrett Cole. So good signs for the Yankees.
No, definitely good signs. And again, like I said, we're very transparent with everybody here. We're very transparent with our community. So I'm gonna just show you guys one more time. Since I brought it up to you the first time when it comes to the reaction stuff with YouTube, I'm gonna bring it up again. Hold on, give me 1 second. When you look at it, we were able to get close to 7,000 reactions for this episode. So if you guys, before you guys leave, just smack that reaction on the way out. Please just smack it. Let's get to 7,000 reactions on this video. Appreciate you guys. You guys helped us when it came to crushing it with the numbers. But mark these dates down in your phone. Sunday, June 23rd at the Woodbridge Brewing Company. Nestor Cortez will be in the building for an autograph signing. It's $89 a ticket. You get an autograph signing, anything that you want with Nestor Cortez, and a picture as well. That same day, early in the day, because Nestor Cortez is going to be there from 6 to 8 p.m., but earlier in that day, June 23rd, Gary Sheffield will be in the building from 2 to 4 p.m. A ticket is $69. Autograph and picture taken with Gary Sheffield. Sunday, June 9th, Hideki Matsui will be in the building as well at the Woodbridge Brewing Company. The tickets for that one are $99. And then Clark Smith will be at the Woodbridge Brewing Company in the month of July 20th. So just be on the lookout. I'll be letting you guys know about these dates. I'm always at these Woodbridge events. It's free just to go. You don't have to pay to get in, but you do have to pay to get a picture and autograph taken with any of these former Yankees. If you just want to be in the building and just want to attend it, it's free. It's the Woodbridge Brewing Company in Woodbridge, New Jersey. You can literally take the train, the New Jersey Transit, right to Woodbridge. The bar is literally right across the street from the train station. It's literally 30 to 40 minutes from the city to Woodbridge. It's a good time. GC, I saw you put your hand up. You wanted something?
Just a quick update, quick question. I know you guys are trying to get Bernie Williams. Is there any update on that?
The Bernie Williams thing will happen. The reason why Bernie Williams is doing something with like the Philharmonic and stuff, that will be happening over the next 2 to 3 weeks. We're just waiting for his people to confirm with us, but that is still happening. Again, thank you to Bernie Williams and thank you to his people for reaching out to us. Yeah. This is something that they wanted us to run for them because they don't know how to do it. So this is a big thing for us. Appreciate for this opportunity. But again, I had a great time, right? Hopefully, the Yankees keep on winning.
Always a great
Aaron
time,
Judge keeps on hitting, and it's always a great time talking to TC and Damien. But until next time, guys, drink your water. Make sure you stay hydrated. Always say something nice about yourself. And if there's a Met fan in your life, give them a hug and let them know that Juan Soto's not going anywhere. Doses.